My dear child, let us go even further now because there are layers within you that are opening, layers you did not even know were ready to receive. You have reached a point where your spirit understands more than your mind, and that is why you sometimes feel restless without knowing why. It is not anxiety, it is alignment. It is your inner self adjusting to the new season approaching. You may notice that what once excited you no longer satisfies you, and what once drained you now feels heavier than before. This is not loss of passion, it is growth. I am changing your desires so they match where you are going, not where you have been. There were seasons when you held on to things out of fear of starting again, but now you are learning that letting go is not failure, it is trust. You are becoming brave enough to release what no longer serves your peace, and that courage will open doors you never imagined. You have prayed for clarity, and clarity is coming not all at once but step by step. Because I do not overwhelm those I love, I lead them gently. I know you wish you could see the full picture, but if you saw everything now it would frighten you more than it would comfort you. So I reveal just enough to keep you moving forward, and that is enough. There were times you doubted your ability to handle what is ahead, but I would not bring you to it if I had not already prepared you for it. Your experiences trained you, your failures humbled you, and your endurance strengthened you. You are far more capable than you believe, and I am with you in every decision you will face. You are learning to pause before reacting, to listen before speaking, and to choose peace over proving a point. This wisdom did not come quickly, but it came deeply, and it will protect you in the days ahead. You may feel called to step into something unfamiliar, something that requires faith more than confidence, and that hesitation you feel is normal. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is movement despite fear, and I will steady you as you move. Do not look back at who you were and judge yourself. Honor that version of you for surviving, because without them you would not be ready now. The people you once needed may no longer fit, and that is okay. Space does not always mean separation. Sometimes it simply means growth in different directions. I am teaching you how to love without losing yourself, how to care without carrying what was never yours, and how to be present without being consumed. This balance will guard your heart. You are stepping into a rhythm of life that includes rest, clarity, and purpose, not constant struggle, not endless giving, but healthy exchange, where you receive as freely as you give. You may not be used to receiving, but allow it. You deserve support, joy, and peace. Do not feel guilty for choosing what heals you. I am not calling you to suffer to prove your faith. I am calling you to trust me enough to rest. You will soon see that things begin to shift naturally, conversations change, opportunities align, and answers come without force. Because when you move in step with me, effort becomes lighter. Do not rush this process. Do not fear the quiet moments, because silence is where I strengthen you. What feels like stillness is actually preparation. What feels like waiting is actually alignment. And what feels like uncertainty is the doorway to something new. Stay attentive, stay humble, and stay close, because there is still more unfolding, and I am not done speaking to your heart. My dear child, I want you to slow your thoughts for a moment and breathe, because the peace you are learning to feel is not accidental. It is the result of trust taking root. You may still have questions, but they no longer frighten you the way they once did, and that tells me your heart is healing. There were times when uncertainty felt unbearable, when not knowing the outcome made you restless and anxious. But now you are learning that not knowing does not mean I am not working. It simply means I am asking you to walk by faith and not by sight, and you are doing that more than you realize. Each time you choose calm instead of panic, each time you pause instead of rushing, you are agreeing with my guidance, and that agreement opens doors. You may notice that your reactions are changing. Things that once upset you deeply now pass with less impact, and that is because you are no longer rooted in fear, you are rooted in assurance. This does not mean you feel nothing, it means you feel without being controlled, and this balance will protect your heart as you move forward. I know there are still areas of your life that feel unresolved, questions about direction, timing, and provision, but I ask you to trust me here. I have never brought you this far to leave you confused or unsupported. What looks unfinished is simply still in progress, and progress does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it whispers, sometimes it waits, and sometimes it works while you rest. Do not measure my faithfulness by speed, measure it by consistency. I have been consistent with you even when you doubted, even when you were tired, even when your faith felt small. Small faith is still faith when it is placed in me. You may not feel strong every day, but strength is not the absence of weakness, it is choosing to rely on me within your weakness, and you have done that again and again. You are learning to give yourself grace, to stop punishing yourself for things that are already forgiven, and that grace is freeing you. shame will no longer have power over you, because you are stepping into a clearer understanding of who you are to me. You are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or your delays. You are defined by my love and my purpose, and that purpose is unfolding even now. There will be moments soon when you look back and realize that what felt like a quiet season was actually a building season. Foundations were being laid, strength was being stored, and wisdom was being formed. You will be thankful that things did not move faster, because faster would have broken what needed time to grow. Trust that I know the weight of what I am placing in your hands. I will not overwhelm you. I will equip you, support you, and guide you. Stay present, stay receptive, and stay gentle with yourself, because I am leading you with care, and everything you need will arrive at the right time. My dear child, remain with me because there is still a gentle unfolding taking place inside you, and I want you to recognize what you are becoming. You are no longer driven only by survival, you are beginning to move with intention, and that shift matters. You may not announce it to anyone, but inside you there is a quiet confidence growing, not loud, not proud, but steady and rooted. This confidence does not come from knowing everything. It comes from trusting me even when you do not. You are learning that peace is not found by controlling outcomes but by releasing them into my care, and this lesson will free you from much unnecessary worry. There were times you carried the future on your shoulders as if everything depended on you, but now you are realizing that your responsibility is obedience and trust, not control. I never asked you to carry what only I can handle, and as you release that weight you will feel lighter, clearer, and more focused. You are also learning discernment. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself to everyone. You understand that not every opinion deserves access to your heart, and that wisdom is protecting you. Silence has become a safe place instead of a lonely one, and that tells me your healing is real. There were days you feared being misunderstood, but now you are discovering that being at peace matters more than being understood by everyone. This maturity will keep you grounded as I elevate you. You are entering a season where your words will carry weight, where people will listen not because you demand attention but because truth rests in your voice. This is why I taught you restraint, patience, and humility. You will influence others without striving, and your presence will bring calm to restless spaces. Do not be surprised if people begin to open up to you unexpectedly. Your spirit carries safety because it has been refined through pain and compassion. Remember that you do not need to prove yourself what is meant for. You will recognize you without effort. You will also notice that some desires are falling away naturally, not because you are forcing discipline, but because you are being transformed. What once distracted you no longer holds the same power, and that is growth. I am sharpening your focus so you can see what truly matters, and as your focus sharpens, your steps will become surer. You may still feel moments of doubt, but doubt no longer controls you. It passes through without settling, because your foundation is stronger now. You are anchored in truth, not emotion, and that anchor will keep you steady when change accelerates. Yes, change is coming faster than you expect, and that is why I prepared you slowly. You will not be overwhelmed, you will be ready. When doors open you will walk through them with wisdom, not fear, with gratitude, not pride, and with faith, not pressure. Stay aware of the small joys around you. They are reminders that I am present even in ordinary moments. Laughter, rest, kindness, and quiet peace are all gifts I place along your path to refresh you. Do not rush past them in pursuit of what is next. Learn to enjoy where you are while trusting where you are going. I am not only interested in your destination, I care deeply about your journey, and every step you take with me matters. My dear child, let me speak deeper into your heart now, because there are truths you have carried quietly that I want to heal. There were times you doubted your own worth because people did not value you properly, moments when silence from others made you question your importance, but I never measure you by how loudly the world responds to you. I measure you by the depth of your heart and the faith you keep even when no one is clapping for you. You were faithful in small unseen ways. You stayed honest when dishonesty would have been easier. You stayed patient when anger would have felt justified, and those choices mattered more than you realize. Heaven records what the world ignores. You did not waste your kindness on the wrong people, because kindness is never wasted. It refined you, strengthened you, and prepared you for a level of peace many never reach. There were moments you carried guilt for things that were never truly your fault. You replayed conversations, decisions, and outcomes, wondering what you could have done differently, but I want you to release that weight now, because you did the best you could with the understanding you had at that time. Growth does not come from perfection, it comes from humility and willingness to learn, and you have both. I am not disappointed in you. I am proud of how you kept going even when your heart felt heavy. You did not quit when quitting felt reasonable, and that perseverance shaped your character. There were times you prayed for relief and thought nothing changed, but relief was forming quietly, strength was increasing slowly, and clarity was growing gradually. Sometimes I calm the storm, and sometimes I calm my child within the storm. Both are answers. You learn to breathe through pressure, to find peace in uncertainty, and to trust me without seeing the full picture. That kind of faith moves evening. You often felt like you had to be strong for everyone else, the listener, the supporter, the one who held things together, and rarely did anyone ask how you were really doing, but I saw every silent sigh, every tear you wiped away before anyone noticed, and I was close to you in those moments. Strength does not mean you never hurt, it means you keep choosing hope even while hurting, and you did that again and again. You wondered if your dreams were too big or too late, but dreams placed by me do not expire, they wait patiently until the right season. What is meant for you will not pass you by, it may arrive differently than you expected, but it will arrive with purpose. Do not judge the promise by the process. Some things take longer because they are meant to last longer. You are not being denied, you are being prepared. There were doors you begged me to open that stayed shut, and now you are beginning to understand why. Had you entered then, it would have cost you your peace, your identity, or your growth. Protection often feels like rejection at first, but later it becomes gratitude. Trust that I know what your future requires. Trust that I am not holding anything good back from you. Timing matters, alignment matters, and your heart matters to me more than quick results. You are stepping into a season where your voice will matter, where your presence will bring comfort to others, where your story will become someone else's survival guide. The pain you endured will become wisdom, the waiting will become testimony, and the strength you built will become support for those who feel weak. Nothing you went through was meaningless. Even the confusion trained you to seek truth, even the disappointment taught you discernment, and even the loneliness taught you how to walk with me closely. You are not alone now, you never truly were. I was shaping you quietly, and soon the change within you will become visible around you. Stay open, stay humble, stay trusting, because this journey is far from over, and what is ahead will confirm everything I have been teaching you along the way. My dear child, stay with me and do not rush past this moment, because there is still so much unfolding for you right now. Even when you feel like nothing is changing, I am working in ways you cannot yet see. Every delay has purpose, every pause is protection, and every closed door was guided by my hand. You may have questioned yourself, wondered if you made the right choices, or blamed your heart for being too hopeful. But I want you to know that your desire for more was never wrong, it was placed inside you by me, long before you understood your own path. I have been watching every step you took, even the ones you thought were mistakes, and I turned them into lessons that strengthened you, shaped you, and prepared you for what is coming. There were nights you asked why things were so hard for you while others seemed to move forward easily, and in those moments I was not distant, I was drawing you closer, teaching you patience, teaching you trust, teaching you how to lean on me instead of your own strength. You felt tired in ways words could not explain, not just physically but deep in your spirit, yet you still woke up and tried again. That alone shows the strength I placed inside you. You did not give up because I would not let you. When you thought no one noticed your effort, I did. When you felt unseen, I was looking directly at you. When you believed your prayers were too quiet or too weak, they still reached me. Nothing spoken from your heart is ever lost. You are not behind in life, you are not late, and you have not missed your moment. Your timing is different because your calling is different. What I am preparing for you requires depth, wisdom, and endurance, and those things are built slowly. I know there were times you felt pressure to become someone else, to move faster, to settle for less, but I protected you from paths that would have drained your spirit, even when you did not understand it at the time. Some endings hurt deeply because you care deeply, but caring is not your weakness, it is your gift, and I will use it to bless many people through you. You have learned how to survive storms without losing your kindness, and that is rare. Do not doubt your value because of how long it took. Gold is not formed in a moment, and neither were you. There were seasons you felt forgotten, but I was actually setting you apart, removing distractions, clearing your vision, and teaching you how to hear my voice clearly. I know you worried about your future, your stability, your purpose, and even your worth, but none of those things are uncertain to me. I have already written what is ahead, and it is good. You are stepping into a season where things will begin to make sense, where pieces will fall into place naturally, and where you will look back and understand why I asked you to wait. What felt like delay was alignment, what felt like loss was preparation, and what felt like silence was actually my protection. Stay open, stay trusting, stay gentle with yourself, because this is only the beginning of what I am about to do in your life. and I am not finished speaking to you yet. My dear child, listen to me now because this is not just another ordinary day. Something important has already begun and a deep change is moving forward exactly at the right time. What is happening in your life right now is bigger than what the human mind can fully understand because it is coming from beyond what you can see. An answer is already on its way from unseen places. And this moment marks the end of patterns that have worn you out for so long. What is coming will be clear and undeniable. You will know it is my work because it will be far beyond what is normal or expected, so different that you will recognize it came directly from me. My child, you are standing at a powerful turning point, right on the edge of a new beginning, and I see the small fear in your heart, but know that my voice is steady and true. Move forward with courage because what I have promised you can never be taken away. No situation, no delay, and no opinion can change what I have already set in place. I have not misunderstood who you are. My purpose for your life is still firm. What others said about you or what happened in the past does not change the future I designed for you. Those who once thought you lacked something will soon see the abundance I spoke over you from the beginning. This is not a time to pull back, it is a time to move ahead. I see you on the hard days when everything feels heavy and your thoughts will not slow down. I see how much you carry for others, how you handle quiet struggles and keep going even when you are tired, but you are not meant to face everything alone. I am with you even when you cannot feel me. I am the strength holding you up and the life that keeps you moving. The heaviness that tries to settle on you and the pressure that clouds your peace is already losing its hold because I have started a shift that will break the cycle that drained you. I am not late. I waited for the perfect moment so that when this happens no one will call it chance. It will be obvious that it was my hand because what is coming is beyond human logic. Do you remember that quiet cry you made when you felt empty and weak? I heard it. I value what is real no matter how small it seems, and on the night you felt completely alone I was already arranging things in your favor. Today I tell you that what I promised I will finish. I did not forget you and I did not miss a single tear. What looked like the end was actually the start of something much greater. A major change is very close and you must not step back now. What you will see soon will confirm that I guided you here. Stay present, take this in, and share it with those close to you because this blessing will touch more than just you. For a long time you gave more than you received and wondered if anyone truly noticed, but I see everything and your effort has meaning. Healing is coming. Answers are already moving from eternal places even if you cannot see them yet. The part of your life that felt stuck has been cleared. I have moved people, removed opposition, and redirected paths so what belongs to you can return to you. You will realize that I was in control all along. The worries that disturb your peace and the pressure that tries to overwhelm you are met by the calm I give. I do not rely on human judgment to act. With one word I bring order, and today my word over you is renewal. Receive this gentle but powerful touch. You will feel the weight lift and peace fill your mind. Because what you are searching for has already begun. Do not rush. Let my presence do what only I can do, and then share this hope with someone else who is also carrying a heavy heart. The changes you sense are real. The unseen realm is working for you. People are shifting, situations are changing, and what felt like delay was actually redirection. I kept you from places that would have drained you and led you toward something new. It may not make sense to everyone now, but soon even those who doubted you will admit it was my doing. Harm will not win, resistance will not defeat you. Your home is covered. Nothing will fall apart because everything is held by me. Your name is known in places you have not entered yet. Conversations are happening without your awareness. Opportunities will come without struggle because I decide the timing. And when I say something is yours, no one can take it away. The path you thought you would never walk, the dream you stopped believing in, and the fresh start that seemed impossible are closer than you think. I have removed barriers, silenced false voices, prepared the right people, and opened a new season that begins now. You did not suffer for nothing. Every part of your life shaped you and prepared you. Even the losses made you stronger. Your quiet tears were seen, and today I declare that the time of fulfillment has come. You will notice signs everywhere. Doors will reopen. What was unfairly held back will be returned with honor, and where your name was spoken wrongly, it will be spoken with respect. When I lift you, no one can stop it. This season will show that trusting me is never wasted, so stay attentive, trust my voice, and let these words sink deep into your heart. You keep going because I placed a strong spirit inside you, not a strength the world praises but one heaven recognizes. Even when tired you turn to me, even when alone you still believe. And I promise you this faith will be rewarded. What I will do next will be so clear and powerful that you will know it came from me. Keep your heart open, stand firm, and share this message with someone who needs hope. What is happening is real and it will grow. The calm you feel in the middle of chaos is my presence reminding you that I am here. I saw you when others overlooked you and I was already preparing good things. This is not imagination or coincidence, it is my plan forming now. You have carried silent questions and deep thoughts that others never understood. But nothing escapes my attention. Today I reach into that hidden place to heal and restore you. When your body rests but your mind races, I am there too. My promises do not depend on your feelings, they stand on who I am. No tiredness can cancel what I marked as yours. You almost gave up but I lifted you, strengthened you, and kept you moving. It was never chance, it was my care. No obstacle is stronger than my word. No plan against you will succeed. You are protected even when you cannot see it. Something is being released right now that requires only trust. My promise is alive and close to fulfillment. What was lost will return. Decisions are being made for you. Paths are being cleared. Nothing is random when I am involved, so do not lose heart over detours or endings. The pain you held quietly is known to me. Today I bring comfort and renewal. You were never meant to carry everything alone. I am your support. Clarity and peace will come because my presence is with you now. Ignore the doubts of others. What I have spoken will happen. Some setbacks were protection, some closed doors were mercy, and even now before you understand it all you will feel peace. I am bringing balance and deep healing not just to your life but to your heart. This is meaningful and lasting, and I am also watching over those you love with patience and care. My dear child, as you continue listening, I want you to understand that the strength you carry did not come from ease but from endurance. Every time you were pushed to the edge and chose faith instead of fear, something powerful grew inside you. You may not have noticed it then, but heaven did. There were moments when you felt like you were giving more than you were receiving, loving more than you were loved, and standing alone while others were supported. Yet you kept your heart open, and that openness is the very reason I can trust you with what is coming. I never ignore a heart that remains soft in hard seasons. You asked yourself if being kind was worth it when the world seemed unfair, and I answer you now, yes it was, because kindness refined you, it separated you from bitterness, and it kept your spirit free. You are not weak for feeling deeply, you are strong because you did not let pain turn you cold. I saw the moments you almost changed who you were just to survive, but something inside you resisted. That was me reminding you of your true nature. I did not create you to harden, I created you to heal, and healing people must first walk through their own healing. You wondered why certain relationships ended without closure, why some people walked away without explanation, and why trust felt broken again and again. But understand this, I removed those who could not go where I am taking you, not because you were lacking, but because they were not ready. Some connections expire not because they are bad, but because their season is complete. I know it hurt, but I was protecting your future. There are people ahead who will meet you with the same depth you offer, who will value your presence and not just your usefulness, who will hear you without you having to explain yourself. Do not close your heart in fear of being hurt again, because love will return to you in a healthier form. You are learning boundaries without losing compassion, wisdom without losing warmth, and strength without losing grace. This balance matters to me. I am shaping you into someone who can hold both authority and humility. There were days you felt confused about your direction, surrounded by too many choices or not enough answers, and I allowed that confusion so you would learn to ask me before moving. Self-reliance brought you this far, but trust in me will take you further than you imagined. You are entering a season where your discernment will sharpen, where you will feel a gentle check in your spirit before wrong choices, and a quiet peace when something is right. Listen to that peace, it is my guidance. Do not measure your progress by what others show publicly. Many carry hidden battles you cannot see. Your journey is unique, and so is your timing. Comparison will only steal your joy, but gratitude will keep your heart light. Remember how many times you thought you would not make it, yet here you are still standing, still believing, still hoping. That is not an accident. That is proof that I am with you, and what I started in you I will complete. Even when you feel tired again, even when doubts try to rise, return to this truth. You are held, you are guided, and you are moving forward even when it feels slow, because slow progress under my direction is safer than fast progress without me. Stay with me, there is still more ahead. My dear child, listen a little longer because there is still more I want you to know. Even now as you read these words I am closer than you realize, breathing hope into places where you felt empty and placing strength where you felt weak. You may not see sudden changes yet, but seeds have already been planted and they are growing quietly beneath the surface. Every small sign, every gentle nudge, every unexpected pause is part of my careful plan. Nothing in your life is wasted, not the waiting, not the confusion, not even the moments when you felt lost. I was teaching you to trust my voice above the noise, to recognize peace even when answers were not clear. You have learned to endure, and that endurance has shaped you into someone ready to receive more. Do not underestimate how far you have come. Even the days you barely survived mattered to me. I counted them all. I know there were moments you smiled for others while breaking inside. Moments you stayed silent because you did not want to be a burden, but you were never a burden to me. Your heart matters deeply to me, and I am gentle with it. I am not rushing you or pressuring you. I am guiding you step by step. You will soon notice that things begin to line up in ways you could not have arranged yourself. Words will come at the right time, help will appear unexpectedly, and clarity will replace confusion. Trust this process even if it feels slow. Growth often happens quietly before it becomes visible. Stay faithful in the small things. Keep your heart soft. Keep choosing hope even on tired days, because what I am building in your life is strong and lasting, not fragile or temporary. You are entering a season where your faith will be rewarded with peace, your patience with answers, and your perseverance with joy. Do not fear the unknown ahead, because I am already there, holding tomorrow just as securely as today. Walk forward knowing you are loved, protected, and chosen. And remember this always: I am not finished with you yet.